Hello YouTube chess lovers and my friends, this is Gunjan over here, and last weekend I have played a game on ChessCube which was really interesting, and I thought I should share with you guys. I was playing as a black and my opponent was really high rated. It was around 2000 plus, and at the time I was rated around 1850, and here it's white to move. But before going into all of this, let's analyze the situation. Black is materially up, or one pawn up, and white has an initiative because it's white's to move. Most of the scenario like this, I call them as a confusion scenario. The reason behind is, like, let's say both sides, their kings are open, and any side who made a tactical blunder or couldn't continue well can end up easily with the losing side. So you require lots of calculations, lots of sometimes sacrifices as well. And because I was playing a time like, let's say 15 minutes game, so it was restricted by time as well. So we have to consider all of these factors. And after the 57th move of the game, we reached to this position, and we both have approximately 7 minutes left in our clocks. And at this point my opponent probably think around 2.5 minutes, and he come up with a clinical move orders which really ripped me apart. And let me flip the view, so now you are watching from the white perspective, and just pause the video over here and try to find it out a clinical way to defeat the black. Okay, welcome back. Some of you have, like, think that first move of the white will be moving this king over here, and it's logical as well, because let's say if the black couldn't identify the threat, and let's say if he plays any random moves like this, then it will make the checkmate. So that's a good idea, but the problem with this idea is black has a really nice move in his sleeve, which is moving this rook over here. And now the problems are swinging over to the white side, because let's say if the white really play a casual move like, let's say, moving rook over here, then black can checkmate the white. So king to a6 it's a good option, but it's not a clinical way to finish the black. So what are the other possibilities? Well, ideally the way my opponent played, it was really awesome, and I checked with the engine later, and engine come out with the same move orders. So without wasting a time, let's go straight to that move order. Just think, what will the first move of the white? Okay, the first move of the white is, of but obvious, is giving the check to the black king, and here black has to go to the b8 square. Notice that if the king go to the a7 square, then white has a really checkmate in 2, which is giving a check by the rook, and when the king move over here, this is checkmate. So here black has to go to the b8 square. And now guess what will be the second move of the white. Second move of the white, I think many of you have already guesses, because this rook is already hanging with this queen, so you have to do something with this rook. So of course it's giving a check to the black king. And here black has 3 options. First is this one, second is going this side, and the third option is taking this rook. If first option is obviously the bad one, because if the king go over here, this is checkmate, so king can't go over there. And let's take the second option, which is king move over here. Well, here white has a checkmate in 6. So if you want to try that, you can pause the video. I'm going for it right now. So queen check, the king moving over here, then there's a knight check, and let's say king move over here, then again the queen check. If the rook coming between, this is checkmate, so that's not possible. And if the king moving over here, this is a deadly check by the knight. And the reason behind is it's not only forking the king and a queen, but black king doesn't have any place to hide, so forcefully black has to take this knight, and this is checkmate. So that it's all about the second option. And let's go to the third option, where here, oh sorry, yep, here, third option, which but obvious black has to go into that because the other two options are really bad for him. So black will take this rook. And now come the real interesting part. Now can you find the third clinical move of the white? Okay, it is really strange, but moving the king over here. And seriously, even I didn't expect from my opponent. I thought he might will take with the knight, or it has some technique with the a8 square with the queen, but this really surprised me. And the reason behind this is a clinical move is now black have only one move to defend that, you know, b7 square, because white is threatening a checkmate over there. So only move black has is the moving rook over here. And now can you guess the next clinical move of the white, which is a really good one? And that is queen check from the a8 square. And after this, when I was just for a second, when I was looking at the board, I said, oh my god, like I have three pieces where white has only knight, but here the magic starts. And let's say first white knight will take this bishop, and there's a check. And unfortunately king has only one square to go, which is b8, where here the knight will take again with the check. And look at the beauty of the chess. Although black was just 2 moves ago 3 pieces, the 2 major pieces up, now it's like let's say 2 pawn versus a pawn and a knight with the white. So what a beautiful sequence. And no matter what your class is, this is a really easy win for the white. So here there are 2 options. Let's say in first option, which I did, like chasing that knight and trying to queen that pawn on the f file, because pawn on the a file of the black will be dying soon, so there is no point of staying there. So let's say going into the first option, king will chase the knight. So here it happens in the game. My opponent took that pawn and I attack on the knight, and then it was a really great idea by him. What he was trying to do is, like, he was any point where knight can take that pawn, he will do it. And if the black is not, like, let's say if the king keeps chasing the knight, the knight will move around here and there, and it will waste the time of the black. And in the meantime the white pawn will go up. So that was a really simple strategy, and I have no options to deal with that. So for few more orders I was keep dancing like this, and then here I resign, because it's even a beginner can win from here. So that was the first option. Let's say second option, you can, like, let's say here you can forget about that pawn. You can try to do, let's say, king on the a and the b file. So the other way it can be is like this, and king is trying to stay on this side, but even though that will not help, because let's say after this, if we don't have a knight here, it will be a stalemate, or maybe sorry, not the stalemate, but black can win over here. But the difference is here is we have knight, and the simple way is like we can retrieve the knight here, and now blacking has to go over here, and this is an easy queen, and then this is a really easy win for the white. So this was a really awesome game, and I found it really interesting because the move, the knight which captured the whole 3 pieces was really beautiful, so I thought I should share with you guys. Well, thank you for watching my video, and I'll post a new video soon. See you, bye.